gosh, what an absolutely massive play to
What a
start the
play.
game.
Is he going to get the one shot? He gets the one hit KO!
Hey everybody, welcome back to Fight for First. First things first though, I gotta give a shout out to my man Aaron Zhang, who I just learned won Apex. Like, dude, this kid is unstoppable right now. Holy God. For whatever happened in the majority of 2014, like he came out, got third at Worlds 2013, 2014, kind of just flubbed around for a little bit, came to Worlds, had a pretty good showing, and then now he's just on fire. The kid is unstoppable. So congrats, Aaron. Like, holy God. If you guys don't know who he is, and I'm sure you all do, I'm going to just toss a link to his channel in my description because he's the real deal. Like, this dude, holy God. Anyway, welcome back. Hastily put together Trick Room team because I just came back from the weekend. I went to the Real Escape game, Attack on Titan thing that happened in San Francisco. And I was gone all weekend and I just came back. So this is what we came up with. That is Choice Specs Dragalge as per Stump's request. And we're hoping it's going to do a lot of work here. So let's give it a shot. If you guys don't know what the Real Escape game is, it's super cool. You like run around and you have to solve puzzles and you got to do it within an hour and ooh, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Good times. Good times. Okay, let's get into it. Dobles VGC Chile. What do we got here? Okay, so Mega-wise, Manectric possibly, Garchomp possibly, Gardevoir possibly. A lot of, let's see, do I see any blaring weaknesses? No, taking the damage with that Bisharp is going to not be fun, but I think that means I'm going to leave with Conkeldurr. He could... Okay, worst comes to worst, he leads like Bisharp Talonflame or Bisharp Gardevoir. Gardevoir is like Dazzling Gleam and Bisharp's Assurance. And does a lot of damage to Cresselia, but I can't lead the Mawile because he's going to lead the... Oh, you know what I could do? I could lead the Staraptor. Or I could lead the Azumarill and just get up the Belly Drum. Or go for the KO on the... Because that would work too. Let's... The bird's gonna... Yeah, I'm really afraid of a bird lead next to Bisharp. So let's not do that. We want Cresselia out here to set up Trick Room. And when you only have one Trick Room setter, it can kind of put you in a bad position because your opponent's probably going to tell that you're going to lead with it. But I'm thinking Cresselia Azumarill might be the best play. Because I can punish the bird, and if it's not the bird, I can take the hit and I can Belly Drum. And I think that'll be worthwhile. This is Ice Punch, and it's got other good fighting moves, especially to get rid of that Bisharp. We're going to want to get rid of it. Staraptor is kind of my fast mode here, but even if I got it out later, it's not... Everything else on his team is even faster than this, basically. I mean, the Greninja is, the Talonflame is, the Garchomp is, so I'm not going to bring it. I could bring... We're doing it. What's Mega? I don't have a Mega. I don't know what you're talking about. We'll just bring Dragalge. And we'll see how much damage it can do. It was requested by Stump, so... Don't fail me now. Don't fail me now. Alright, here we go. Cresselia and Azumarill. And he's leading Garchomp Gardevoir. Okay, I don't see a lot of thought process behind that. But the Garchomp's either going to be too afraid to attack, or if it does attack, not for a whole lot of damage. I'm going to go for the Trick Room here. Gardevoir also not a lot of damage output on either of my guys here, so I'm going to go for the Belly Drum. Now, oh thank God, when the Azumarill in my box has 199 HP, but it's level 51, so I was hoping it would be even, and it is even, so thank you, guy who traded me this, for making sure it had the right HP for this Belly Drum set to work. Because if you're odd and you have a Citrus Berry, it's not going to trigger. So you have to be even. You want to be even HP for all Belly Drum Pokemon. Especially with a Citrus Berry. You could Belly Drum and not have a Citrus Berry, but good luck with that. Psyshock coming off onto Azumarill. That did a lot of damage. Cresselia avoided, Azumarill avoided. Rock Slide showing that it's not the greatest move in the bin. Rock Slide would have put me, with the Citrus Berry, would have been back up. I would have been fine for the Belly Drum, but I would have just had a lot less HP. 56 is going to be fine for me, especially with Trick Room up now. Psyshock did do quite a bit of damage. That's good. I'm not familiar enough with the Zoom World to know what kind of item that means it has. But right now I do have an Ice Beam that can come after Garchomp and a big Play Rough after that Gardevoir. And I think this should be able to do enough damage. Garchomp under threat of, okay, protecting, but also I figured if it attacked, it wasn't going to do enough damage to a Zoom World to KO it anyway. And the 4 times Ice Beam would have done a lot of damage. But look at this. This is Focus Sash Gardevoir. Great play here. He's going to be able to get rid of my Zoom Roll. So that was good. That was a great play. That was a great play. Not a lot. You don't see a lot of Focus Sash Gardevoir, but this is definitely one scenario where that worked out pretty well. I can't help myself. We're bringing out Dragon Squid. This thing's about to go nuts. Gardevoir sitting there. Garchomp sitting here. I mean, Gardevoir could very well use Protect now that we've seen, you know, it doesn't have some kind of choice item like Choice Scarf. Garchomp just protected. It's going to take a lot of damage. It's going to get KO'd. We've already seen the Focus Sash now. I have very little to fear. What else was on this dude's team? I saw Greninja. I saw Talonflame. I saw something. And something. Okay, the Talonflame's going to be a problem if it comes out. But I really am tempted to... I don't want to Psychic into Gardevoir and then do no damage to the... No, I'm going to Psychic into it just in case. No, I'll Ice Beam just in case he switched in Greninja, but I don't think he will. I'm going to fire off a huge Dragon Pulse onto this Garchomp. And if it should be enough to have KO'd that. I'm pretty sure it is. It's specs, and this is what Stump is like raving about. So a good switch into Bisharp here with an Air Balloon. Gardevoir goes for the Protect. I wonder how much this Dragon Pulse is going to do, because we're locked into it now. So we're going to be Dragon Pulsing everything from now on. Yes, look at that damage. Oh my god, that's a 2-shot. That's an absolute 2-shot. We've seen Garchomp in the back now. I'm no longer going to even think about firing off Psychics. If I had known Bisharp was back there, I would have for sure just gone after Ice Beams. There's no reason to try to hit a Psychic into what his team had in the back. I just didn't write it down because I'm lazy. But there are Ice Beams and there are Dragon Pulses now to be had. We've seen 3 out of his 4. Bisharp could very well Protect here, but I really have... Actually, Bisharp could Protect here, but I'm going to fire... No, Dragalge was slower, right? Yeah, I don't want to waste... I don't want to waste the turn, so I'm going to... Oh, it'd be great to hit Dragalge, though. I mean, it'd be great to fire into Gardevoir if he's going to switch. As he protects. Nah, let's just go after Bisharp. We'll play it safe. He might Protect. Okay, there's the Protect, but he didn't switch anyway, so... No harm, no foul. Gardevoir is going down. If Dragalge had been faster than Cresselia, I would have targeted double into Gardevoir, because if my opponent didn't switch, Ice Beam would have KO'd, and then the Dragon Pulse would have fell into the Bisharp, and because I was expecting it to Protect, and that way I would have done enough damage to that slot, even if he switched in, that it would have gotten a KO. But this way, since I was slower, I didn't want to have the Bisharp attack, or if I was wrong and Bisharp attacked, I didn't want to Dragon Pulse and do no damage into Gardevoir and then Ice Beam into it to finish it off and just take a free Bisharp hit. Trick Room has been up for 4 turns. Trick Room and then 3 Ice Beams. So he's probably going to Protect Garchomp here and just let Bisharp go down or do a Sucker Punch or something. Yeah, Garchomp's not going to attack. So I want to leave Cresselia out here, so... Oh, no, do I want... Yeah, so I can get up another Trick Room. So I'm going to actually... I'm going to Helping Hand, because I don't want to take any damage with Cresselia, that's for sure. I think if he wants to put it into KO range, so if I can keep it as healthy as possible, I have a higher chance of getting up another Trick Room. So I'm going to Helping Hand here to avoid the Sucker Punch. If he Sucker Punches Dragalge, that's fine. I'm not expecting the Garchomp to attack at all, though. We've seen that he's thinking he attacked with Garchomp. Oh, I don't... Oh my god, why? Okay, never mind. Helping Hand priority. Priority was half faster, that's fine. It's +4, yeah, that's true. He didn't go for a Sucker Punch in the end. I don't know what he was thinking. This will guarantee me the KO. I didn't want to threaten taking considerable Sucker Punch damage and then having him get lucky and KOing my Cresselia by a double target and not letting me get back up my Trick Room. Greninja, Garchomp. You would think I might want to switch out Dragalge, because yes, it will go down to a Garchomp hit, but I have the Conkeldurr in the back, and I know Conkeldurr with Ice Punch and Drain Punch is going to finish this game off if I can get Trick Room up. So if I sacrifice Dragalge here, that's okay with me. The threat here would be if he's able to stop the Cresselia. Well, he could potentially flinch it. Maybe I should save Dragalge, because it looks like, you know, a Dragon Claw would come in, and if my opponent knows their damage rolls, they'd see that I had to have specs in order to do that much damage to the Bisharp. I want to get Trick Room up, but do I leave Dragalge in potentially to just die? Let's switch. Let's switch. I think he's going to go after the Dragalge. I don't think he can do enough damage to Cresselia anyway, so it's not worth trying to bait the attack and sacrifice to get up the Trick Room. The only way I think he can really go, he needs to flinch the Cresselia. So if he went for a Rock Slide trying to fish for the double flinch, then maybe, but never mind. He's not even going to Dark Pulse the Cresselia. You got to stop the Trick Room if you want to stop Trick Room. Like, if you want to stop a Trick Room team, so he's going, okay, he's going for the Rock Slide flinch now. Which is going to get it. Okay. Sketch. I'm going to go for another Trick Room here. I mean, his Ice Punch did a lot of damage. I'm going to Mach Punch the Greninja. We really just need Trick Room to go up. We can win if we get Trick Room back up. So please, please, Greninja with your wet paper bag defenses. Got him with a crit. We're going to do that damage calculator. I don't know how much damage that's supposed to do. But here's another Rock Slide. He's going for another flinch. If we hadn't flinched last turn, this game had been over anyway. Flinched again. Not surprised. I'm not surprised. But now we have an Ice Punch on this Conkeldurr, so we're going to be fine here. We got it. We pretty much got it. Still trying to set up Trick Room because with Trick Room up, I mean, there's no reason not to set up Trick Room here. You want to be safe. You want to get it up if he's going to let me. I don't want to go for an attack, leave him short, and then get flinched out of this whole game. So this Trick Room's going to go up, and unless he can protect 4 consecutive times in a row, even then, he's probably not going to win. He just doesn't have, there's not a lot of chance here. The way Protect works, it's 1 over X is your odds. And every time you Protect, X multiplies by 3. It starts at 1 and it multiplies by 3. So the first time you Protect, 1 out of 100%. Second time it's 1 in 3, so 33%. Then it's 1 in 9. Then it's 1 in 27. So can this guy fathomably pull this off with some crazy-ass luck? I wonder how much HP Fire, Specs HP Fire would do. It's probably not worthwhile. Then they got good Specs. I want a Spec Sledge Bomb. Let's find out how much this will do. Because the Cresselia is going to get the KO the next time he misses Protect. So I'm not worried about not getting the KO. But it did medium damage. I only did that because I knew with the double attack, if one was going to go through, I was going to get the K. I can't believe that didn't KO. I still wasn't, there was no threat of losing here still, but wow. Like, even if he got off the Dragon Claw, KO'd Dragalge, 3 turns left of Cresselia, and there's no way he was going to KO Cresselia anytime soon. But now we know how much Sledge Bomb does. I think this was just adding insult to injury. I feel a little bit bad, but team worked out pretty well. Let me go see what kind of damage this does. And Mach Punch is doing 73 to 89% at Adamant, 2-2 against nothing. So would not have gotten the KO, but after what? How many turns of Life Orb are going to put him into KO? Because he was Life Orb, right? He'd already done 1. So Life Orb takes what, like 12%? I don't even freaking know. Alright, Pokemon Diamond Game Facts. Tell me how much it does. 10% of their health. So after the 2, like, there was a very significant chance. Well, he might have survived with a little bit of health, but after 3. Either way, whatever. Whatever. If we hadn't flinched, we would have been fine too. So, that's that. That was a good game. I'm going to run Trick Room again. I liked it. DragalGO actually doing a lot of work. I wonder, wait, one more damage count. Let's see what kind of this takes against a Garchomp. Dragon Claw. This should be Jolly. Okay. I mean, yeah, this won't matter. This should be what? I have a good chance of surviving one. So next time I'll probably just stay in, especially because he went for Rock Slide and Ice Punch. If I had stayed in, I would have won for sure. So that was a very interesting move on his part. But he got the flinches he needed. He knew he had to go for the flinches. He might have just not been running Dark Pulse. But yeah, so thanks so much, guys. Hope you like the team. Congrats once again to Cybertron. Jesus Christ, that man. Don't forget to check out his channel. And that's about it. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time.